Hello, Gemini, and welcome to your relationship reading for the week of April 6, 2020. And I'm going to be using different decks for the reading, but for the main part, I'm going to be using this Cosmic Tarot deck. And I will show you the other decks as I go along. Okay? So let's get started. Gemini, I'm going to have your energy on the left-hand side, and then I will have the other person's energy on the right-hand side. Okay? So let's see what's going on with you. Okay, so Gemini, first card we have out for you is the Ten of Pentacles. And this is a very complicated card. Right, there is a lot of energy going on in this situation, right? This could speak to family inheritance. It could speak also to a lot of prosperity handed down through the generations, but also a family business, or perhaps you are doing really, really well on a financial level. And it's also about independence, right? Because we have the 10 of Pentacles. And the number 10 in numerology is also the number 1. So sometimes that one energy can be very isolated, even though you have a lot of abundance and a lot of grounding by the looks of it. There is also, I'm kind of getting the feeling of isolation here with this card, okay? The 10 of Pentacles. We also have the Two of Pentacles, where it feels like you're weighing your options when it comes to finances. And perhaps you're trying to figure out which way to go. But also, when it comes to relationships, Gemini, I feel like you are considering what's going on with the other person. And I also feel like something has happened, or you're really in heavy contemplation about what's going on with the other person as far as finances are concerned. Okay? And what's interesting also, Gemini, is you have another Pentacles card. You've got the 7 of Pentacles here. So this energy is all about waiting for harvest, right? You've done all the work, and now you're waiting to see what your reward is going to be, right? You've been waiting for a while, and wow, there is just so much Pentacle energy here with you, Gemini, when it comes to finances, when it comes to grounding, and then also when it comes to contemplating what is going on in your relationship as far as finances are concerned. Very, very interesting, Gemini. Okay? All right, for the other person, we have the Princess of Swords. So this is a lot of intellect on the other person's, in the other person's vibration. And also, anytime I see the Princess of Swords, which is also equivalent to Page of Swords, I always think of social media. So, and I think of, it makes me think of the messages that are going back and forth by social media, but also I get the feeling here that somebody is watching you. Somebody is watching you very, very closely. They're watching all the moves you make, everything you say, all the pictures that you post. You know, all of your activity is definitely, I kind of feel like they're spying on you, right? And then also on their side, I'm feeling the Ace, the Ace of Cups. There has been a lot of emotional abundance on their side. I'm also hearing that other person is wanting to have a child, or is perhaps even pregnant at this point. But definitely something going on this other person's side, where they've got children on the mind, okay? And they're thinking about it very, very, it looks like they're really scrutinizing that part of their life, and perhaps they're doing the same thing to you. Okay, so then on their side, we have the Five of Pentacles. So, yeah, something has crashed on their side where they have a lot going for them, but on the other hand, there's a part of their life that is not doing too well, and that is when it comes to finances. And it feels like they're out in the cold, right? And it's interesting to me that you have so much financial vibration going on your side, Gemini, and it looks like you are weighing the options, right, for that person. Or maybe it is that you are contemplating whether or not to loan them money to get them out of that financial situation, or whatever the case may be. But you are definitely watching their situation when it comes to this, right? When it comes to what has happened to them recently, okay? So that's very interesting, Gemini. Let's see what else we can garner from this relationship. I'm going to be using another deck to supplement, and this deck is called the Bad Bitches Tarot. Okay, so let's see what else we can find out about what's going on. Wow, there's a lot of energy moving back and forth here, right? It almost, I kind of feel, Gemini, that there is no connection right now, or the connection is proving to be very difficult. Okay, let's see what we've got here. 5 of Cups. Okay, something happened. Something is going on with both of you. I feel like you are starting to feel like perhaps maybe this isn't a good idea to get involved with them, Gemini, because that 5 of Cup energy to me feels like it's on your side, and you're very disappointed, right? I just get that feeling where you're very disappointed about what happened on their side, and you were having a lot of high hopes for this relationship, but it feels like something fell apart, like you're very disappointed. Let's keep going with this and see what else we can find. The Empress, yeah. Like I said earlier, the other party is wanting to have children, or is perhaps very concerned about what's going on with their side of the story and their family. There is some heavy energy going on with them, right? When it comes to nurturing and abundance, something has just crashed. And yeah, they're feeling, I get the feeling like they are feeling isolated, or they just can't, they're feeling very alone, right? And perhaps they're depending on you to get them through this, Gemini. Okay, let's keep going, see what else is happening here. This to me feels like it's unfolding right now. Like you're right in the middle of this situation, and this energy is very current. Okay. Oh, I got 2 cards. Yeah, 7 of Swords. I do feel like something is not on the up and up, Gemini. The 7 of Swords energy feels to me like that other person, they feel desperate. There is a lot of desperation going on in their space, and they are almost to the point of taking whatever it is that they need without asking. So yeah, I do see your hesitation, Gemini. There is definitely a feeling of desperation going on. Okay, so one more card. And this card is going to be a vibration where you are both concerned. Three of Wands. So it's not over. I feel like you're waiting, right? You are still waiting for something to happen. And even though you've experienced those disappointments, you are still wanting to get something going with that other person. Okay? So, yeah, like I said, the Seven of Wands, you're waiting around to see maybe if they can get their energy to a place where the two of you can get together. All right. Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to use the Tarot of the Cloisters to further clarify this reading. Let's see what we got going on here, Gemini. Ten of Pentacles. Again, we have the Ten of Pentacles, Gemini. Yeah, so further emphasizing the fact that there is something going on with them financially, right? And they are looking to you to help them financially, okay? Because this energy is really, really amplified for you guys. All right, so maybe you have the bank account and they don't, and they're feeling like they're all by themselves, right? They're feeling like they're having to do everything on their own. Okay. Wow. Okay, let's choose another card. And this card will be for their side of the fence. Two of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. So here we go again. Gemini, you are definitely thinking about money. You've got money on the mind, right? And I feel like this energy is really kind of like for both of you, right? They are also weighing their options as far as what they need to do to move forward. And like I said, this energy is unfolding in present time right now is what I'm feeling. And yeah, the feeling I get is that if you're not going to come around, then they're going to have to move on to find a different situation because they have a lot of responsibilities that they have to take care of. Okay? All right. Let me consult Lenormand a little bit further here, because this is the Lenormand deck that I use. Because there are all kinds of messages coming out through here, and you definitely have a connection with each other, but something just doesn't feel right? There's something's not grounded. And I'm also getting the feeling, Gemini, where you guys, you get it together, you're going along, and then all of a sudden something happens, or they say something, and you're like, what? Like way out in left field, and you kind of get really disappointed, right? You kind of, it's a huge letdown, and that other person is very, very emotional. There's a lot going on their side. Okay, let's see what the Lenormand has to say about all of this. Okay, so we have a message of hope here. All right, so I feel like it's not over between the two of you. Like there are still messages going on back and forth between the two of you that where you feel like you want to continue on in this relationship, but it's really proving to be very difficult. It feels like there are a lot of barriers for your communication and for you guys to get together. It's just very difficult, but still, you're not giving up, right? You still want to get something going with them, or you still want to continue the relationship. Okay, but there is a sadness. I do feel like there is a lot of sadness going on between the two of you. Okay. All right, so I am going to leave you with one last card, Gemini, and this is the deck that I'm using, the Romance Angels Oracles. So let's see what else we can bring to light. What message can I leave you with, Gemini? Oh, wow. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful energy, Gemini. Okay, I am really glad to see this because it feels like you two have had a lot of challenges. Okay. Beautiful energy for the two of you. All right. So that's all I have for you today, Gemini. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you guys so much for all your new subscriptions. I really appreciate it. All right, you guys take care. See you next time.